All right, so I'm always, showing how to do this, how to do that on my videos. This time I'm doing a bit on a flashlight that I just bought, okay? I don't have a vested interest in this thing. I don't market these things, but this thing is so brilliant that I just had to show it off, and I wanted to show the features and everything to it. And you're saying, oh, well, that's just a flashlight, but it's a very versatile tool. It just blew my mind the things that this thing is capable of, okay? So it's called the Slide King, and it's I guess it's made by Nebo. I'm not sure if that's the name of the company, but um, you know, the first impression that I got when I picked this thing up is that it's a pretty heavyweight piece for as small it is, very compact, and it's got a thick lens on the front of it, and it's got a protective outer here, so like if it falls or whatever, this protective outer is going to protect it. And it feels like it's a bulletproof flashlight just from the weight of it. um, but there's a couple of things that are very unusual about this, and there are features that you'll see on other flashlights, but you don't see all these features put together on one flashlight. First of all, rechargeable. Okay, it's got a little rechargeable port back here. Let me just turn this off. I accidentally turned it on. Okay, it's got a little rechargeable port here. You charge it, from a USB port. Okay, so that's one thing. The other thing is that the flashlight's body, on the back of it, there's a magnet. Okay, you see a lot of utility lights, they have magnets. This one's got a magnet too. Okay, but the unusual thing about this flashlight is, well, first of all, it does have a zoom feature. So let me just kind of turn that on there. You can zoom it in or out, okay? And as you can see, you can kind of widen it, kind of narrow it, depending on how far you're trying to illuminate. And it's broad daylight out here. And this thing is extremely bright, so the daylight probably doesn't do it justice. But one of the things that you don't usually see on a flashlight is that it has an intensity feature. See how it just blinked? That's telling me it's on its lowest setting, and then when you push this button again, it blinks again. That's telling me it's on its highest feature. And it's also programmable, so you can program it using this button to come on at the same intensity each time when you pick it up. So that way you can probably assist the battery use a little bit by setting the intensity of the bulb. But here's the trick to this flashlight, okay? Flashlight, right? Bam. It's a super bright, high intensity, room illumination device, okay? It's got this, and then it's got red. So let's say you're outdoors, you're doing astronomy or whatever. You don't want a white light to affect what you're doing, and you're reading like a stellar map showing the stars. You can put it on that, and then let's say you have an emergency, right? Bam. That's flashing out SOS. So if anybody sees you, they know that you're flashing out a signal of distress. Okay. But these settings also, let me just put it back on this, can be set at the highest or lowest intensity. See how I just went down and blinked? Okay, went up, blinks again, goes back down. Okay, and you can set these to be the same setting each time when you turn it on. Okay, so I haven't seen these features in a single flashlight. This thing is just, unbelievable. I picked mine up at McFadden Hardware. I don't know if, they probably have limited distribution, but it's worth finding one of these things. Now it is pricey. I paid I paid about $40 for this unit, but as far as I can see, it's probably the last flashlight that I'm ever going to use, or the last flashlight that I'm ever going to want. But man, I mean, it is something. That bulb, super bright, and again, you can turn it down. See it turning down, turning up, and it is an LED light in all respects. So, quite a little piece there. Just wanted to show it up. Slide King. Well, that's probably the name of the flashlight, and then I think the company that markets it or it's made by is called Nebo. So thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed that, and you know, you got to pick one of these up. I'm telling you, once you have it, you'll be so impressed. Thanks for watching.